Alright guys, so we are doing our third KCM for Primalcord. For those of you that are new here, just a quick, we're going to gloss over the rules real quickly. So it's basically a 3 versus 3 versus 3, 3 for each race. The first map and matchup was randomized, so we got Wolfix versus Simi. And after this game, the loser is out of the tournament, the winner keeps going, and Zerg will go up next. They pick their player and their map, and we continue this until there is only a single race remaining, and they're considered the winner. So for this one, we are actually sponsored. This will be the first one that's sponsored. The winning team will get $15 per win, and any player that gets an all kill will get an additional $20. All kill meaning that they kill three of each race, or 3 of one race, right? So you can actually get 2 all kills in one KCM. So there's a potential, $55 for one player. But yeah, the quality is pretty good this time. I'm actually really excited for it, and I think we're about to get started with the first game here.
Oh yeah, glad to be here with you. I'm looking forward to these games. Gonna be exciting.
Yeah, we got Bonnet co-casting with us for this series. We're gonna kind of cycle through casters as we go. All right, let's go ahead and start this first game on the best map of all time. That's the reason it's in the map pool every single season. Fighting Spirit.
And it keeps getting updated. It's 1.4 version now.
Yeah, it actually took them a really long time to update it for like proper mineral mining, which is kind of crazy considering how long it's been around.
Yeah, it's been discovered like a long time by, I think it was Mini, who complained the most in the SL finals. He was like, if I spawn on the left side, I'm just gonna proxy because the minerals are not optimized, so I have to proxy. And so
yeah,
he did.
Yeah, it's actually I've complained about it many times before, so it's nice that we finally at least got an updated version. Spawns right now, we do have cross spawns, which typically is Protoss favored. Wolfix, he has been practicing a lot the last several days, and he's actually been looking really good. I do think this is going to be a pretty tough matchup. Simi is the kind of player who, I've mentioned this before, he's really well informed, like he does a lot of studying, he understands the game really well, and he has good micro, but he doesn't get to play as much as he'd like to, so sometimes his mechanics can slip some.
So he can just be exploited mechanically by planting mines and just having units in different locations at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll
Well,
be interested to see. Yeah, I'll be interested to see, like scouting patterns and stuff like that is always like pretty important in this matchup. I know a lot of Protoss players, they like to do cross scouting first, especially on these kind of longer cross spawn kind of travel distances, so they can maybe do a little bit greedier builds.
Already good news for Wolfix, as it's not a 12 Nexus cross position. Arthos' favorite.
Yeah, for sure. We are going to get that 12 gas from Wolfix. I was wondering if he would do what him and Remap were talking about earlier about doing 11 gas and kind of this new scouting pattern, but he probably doesn't want to do anything brand new that he hasn't practiced yet for a tournament match like this.
Yeah, sure, I'd expect a normal strategy for now, especially, I mean, maybe on Fighting Spirit, very short rushing distances, so these pushes would have had a much bigger potential if he decided to do so.
Yeah. Yeah, the close spawns are actually really short travel distance.
Well, but that's not the case here. It's cross position, so no luck here for Wolfix.
Yeah, Simi gonna go for a little bit with the later scout. Might go for the kind of goon scout and just be a bit greedier with the opening. But everything looking pretty normal so far. Gonna get that 230 at factory, which is, pretty standard for left side mining especially.
Yeah, that just means that both players are comfortable and confident in their gameplay, that they don't stand out in skill and they can just beat the other player in a typical normal macro game. One SCV on gas, so yeah, everything leads to that normal game, and we'll...
Yeah, we are going to get that end scout from Wolfix, so he's going to be a little bit uncomfortable not knowing what Simi's doing for so long, especially since Simi's not scouting, so like not being able to see the pro for so long.
So that's already big, 19 Nexus.
Yeah, so we did get that rangeless expand, and he's pretty much going to be able to get away with it. Wolfix just stopping at 3 Marines here, so gonna look for that normal CC timing. Like I said, gonna get that last scout, so gonna be a little bit uncomfortable. Gonna see the 19 Nexus when he gets there. Potentially this goon actually might intercept this, so he's not even gonna get the information of what the Nexus timing was.
Oh yeah, basically best possible scenario for Semi here. But Wolfix adapting to what he has scouted already, given that it's cross position, he decided to put down a CC without a bunker first.
Yeah, the SCV actually is going to get past this Dragoon, so that is good news for Wolfix. Going to see the Nexus timing, and he'll know what he's against now.
Yeah, if you look at the Nexus and CC timing, they are not that far from one another, but just probably like one or more worker, maximum 2 worker building difference.
Yeah, so not too bad for Wolfix overall. We'll see what he wants to do in response now to seeing the rangeless and cross spawn. Get our first Vulture out of the 12 o'clock position. First going to get here and poke in. Just going to confirm this CC, most likely. Maybe not. Did take some extra shots from that bunker, so just going to sit out here and wait for range potentially to start chipping away at the bunker. Not confirming the CC. Could be a little bit dangerous, but it is crawl spawn, so not super scary.
What are the odds Terran is doing one-base play? Yeah. Nowadays, it's just not happening.
Yeah, and I don't know that I've ever seen Wolfix even do a 2-fact, personally.
Wow, nice split from Wolfix. I really like when players pay attention to splitting one worker per mineral field in natural. Speeds up the mining process. Oh. The goon almost died here.
Yeah, going up to 5 Marines, chipping away this goon. The Vulture was found at the 3 o'clock position and took a few hits, but gonna try and potentially cut off this goon and maybe kill it. Mine should be finishing relatively soon, and there it goes, right as I say it.
The Vulture is really important here. He cannot die, but he's surrounded by goons from every side. Without Vulture, this push dies really fast. And it dies, and 4 goons against basically 4 Marines and 1 tank. This just cannot work. But
yeah,
Wolfix
I'd like to see Wolfix
gets
pull
here
back.
just to plant mines in front of the bridge.
Yeah, that is actually true. Even just using this push out just to get the goons back home so he can have his Vultures get free reign and start laying mines, that actually is pretty good overall. It does lose 1 Vulture and 1 Marine, which isn't the biggest deal. Obviously it hurts a little bit to not get those mines from that Vulture, but yeah, getting the map control and pushing the Protoss back into his base. Gonna see there's no 3rd base coming down yet and get on this high ground. Should make him feel a little bit more comfortable. So now he just needs to be wondering, what's going on back at home. I was going to say we should see the eBay coming down, and we do. It's getting close to halfway done. So he's just going to fall back here, happy to see the Protoss is still on 2 base and just defend whatever is coming his way.
Yes, Protoss definitely kind of uncomfortable being so blind, but it is the strategy Semi has chosen for himself. Also, Wolfix should understand that because goons are not clearing mines yet, that probably means that the Protoss player did not go for Observer first.
Yeah, it's a really good point.
He needs to be prepared for that river.
Yeah, it's actually a really good point. Something I actually haven't really thought about too much. It's typically around that 6-minute mark is when the Observer is going to be coming out and clearing mines. So yeah, the fact that these mines are still being untouched at 6:45 should be a huge indicator that it is going to be that shuttle play.
Yeah, and turrets seem to be just in time. Although that being said, that space on the left side, this is Fighting Spirit ISO, but he's flying with barracks, so he's gonna expand his vision, so the turret will be able to range at least partially the shuttle.
Yeah, good awareness from Wolfix floating this barracks over. Yeah, so this will make it where the shuttle can't go through. And even being over the turret, luckily for Simi, he didn't have it queued too far forward, so it doesn't take too many extra hits.
Oh yeah. On the other hand, these free hits are really major. Like, as I said, he cannot go anymore through the left side because of the damage.
Yeah, great mine coverage as well. We got this Goliath on the outside to kind of track the shuttle potentially, so going to be able to deflect this and shouldn't really take any damage. So this, all in all, is a very good start for Wolfix. The 3rd Nexus coming down post, 7.5 minutes.
Yeah, speaking of this Nexus, like when I play Fighting Spirit, I kind of like on autopilot, I build my Nexus on 6 o'clock because it's easier to defend ramps from Vulture harassment. But thinking about this logically, like 3 o'clock seems like a better option because normally these tanks can cross through the south to the from top to the bottom, can really cross the map really easy and really well and get into that position. While it's hard for the Terran to attack the 3 o'clock expansion.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm kind of with you. And I even had someone in my chat asking why that 3rd. Yeah, it seems a little bit unintuitive to take that as a 3 o'clock or as a 3rd base. So,
but it makes sense. Like you'd have to take a what route through the bridge from the top. Yeah, it actually makes sense. Never really give that much thought to it, but it makes sense. Yeah, it's harder against vulture harassment, I suppose, but all things considered, I think that's a better call.
I actually like it, yeah. And Wolfix not going to be 100% sure. I mean, you can kind of assume that this is the third that's being taken, but I don't think he confirmed it unless I missed it. Wolfix also going for a 6-fact here.
Yeah, there was a mine on the 3 o'clock, so I'm sure he at least suspects it.
Yeah.
Oh, Observer didn't make it. Losing a very important now. Look how dark it is for it. It's so important to notice.
Yeah, he has basically no vision now of anything the Terran's doing. Oops.
+1 finish for the Terran, 6 fags finishing for the Terran. So, I don't know, Wolfix looking pretty strong.
Yeah, this is a good timing for a 6-fact as well. We have a lot of tanks already ready. We got our 4 Goliath, and we can start pumping a lot of Vulture from here.
Semic, on the other hand, has 2 shuttles, but that being said, as I said, he's pretty dark still. So let's see what Semic does want to do. Is these 2 shuttles are these gonna be used defensively, or is he just gonna fly to Wolfix main? Now, Wolfix isn't especially known for his great APM, so oh yeah. Did the Observer scout at least some units? Doesn't seem so.
I don't think he
no
did,
reaction from Protoss. Turrets being positioned, that's gonna be even more annoying if it finishes.
Yeah, and it's perfectly outside of vision of that Dragoon as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be completely caught off guard by this. He sees the Vulture now, gonna walk forward, Scan gonna go down, see only the 3 goons here on the left. And yeah, Semi just now realizing this army is here.
Terran's army positioning is not that great, but that being said, let's see if... Oh, 1 shuttle snipe before dropping any units. Only 2 cells dropped from these shuttles, and this is enough tanks to kill all these guns.
Yeah, Wolfix crushing that fight. I mean, like we said, Semi just had no idea. We got a lot of Vultures at home right now, gonna come and reinforce us, and this is gonna be almost impossible at this point for Semi to hold, I feel. Yeah.
And there is a GG. Wow.
GG. Wolfix getting a clean first game against Semi. Alright, for game 2, we have Wolfix versus Flying on Dominator. Wolfix taking a very clean win against Semi. Flying gonna step up for Zerg here. And I am joined by Jiraiya as my co-caster.
What up, Ozzy?
Go Zerg, says Jiffy Mix. True. Flying, I feel like Flying's gonna have a bit of a hard time against Wolfix. That being said, Flying can also be pretty difficult to play against. He is a very, very cheesy Zerg. You very rarely see him go over 18 drones.
Really?
Yeah,
Knacker. Knacker is a Korean clan, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Korean based in North America, but they allow non-Koreans.
Oh, okay. And is Flying Korean or no?
No, he is not.
Okay, interesting.
He looks exactly like Destiny, if you know who that guy is.
No, I don't know who he is. Is he Caucasian?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, gotcha. Interesting. So he's a cheesy player.
He's very
kind of like
cheesy.
a Thai 2 kind of
Zerg.
Yeah. Okay.
Wolfix on the other end. Wolfix on the other end, when he plays DBZ, he likes to open 1-1-1. He does not enjoy playing against normal Muta, so he tries to avoid that as much as possible. Yeah, he gets very angry fighting against Muta.
And he's making the gas, so he's gonna mech behind this, I guess.
Okay, he might not actually be being aggressive with the Marine then. Oh. How did that happen? I have no idea how to do that. Okay, well, my bad, guys. I must have misclicked something at some point. I actually can't wrap my brain around why this is even an option to begin with. I've played against lobbies that have, like, had that turned on, and I don't understand why. Like, why does that even exist?
What are extended hotkeys anyways?
So
hotkeys just hotkeys?
You meant custom hotkeys, so there's actually an option to turn off custom hotkeys. So, like, if you change your hotkeys so that, like, for instance, a Muta is, like, F or something, right? There's an option to change it so that people don't have their own custom hotkeys and it goes back to default.
Okay, that makes sense. I just don't know why.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, why does it exist? It makes no sense.
Yeah. I guess if friends use and they want to, I don't know. I can see it for like multi-people, like player use of the same device maybe, but How often do you see that? You know, PC rooms, internet cafes. Is that the only reason? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, maybe that's it. Maybe it has something to do with that could actually be true. Maybe it's that kind of stuff, the gaming cafes and stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyways, this is the same map. Looks like Wolfix is doing the same thing. 9 racks forward. Or 8 racks. This is 8 racks.
Yeah, it's gonna be A-Rax. I wonder if he actually had a quick glance at the replay or something. I don't think he had time to. Yeah, A-Rax. Yeah, if he sees like another Fort Hatcher, this is gonna be much better. He even delayed the Marine originally, so
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see if he actually plans on getting aggressive with it this time. I do feel kind of bad about that happening. And yeah, it is gonna be that 11 or 12 hatch this time. So
Well, the 11 hatch makes it mitigated against this early push because you get your pool faster. So I know the pros say that, so it has to be true. But
yeah.
is that true? I don't know.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 11 hatch 10 pool, right? So it's gonna be a little bit faster than 12 hatch 11 pool. I guess that's what it would be for is just for the A-Racks. I can't imagine it's any good against BBS or anything like that overall. I don't really know.
Yep.
Oh, fortunately, our lining up with that gas, so the gas didn't get to start right when Flying
just
wanted
one
to.
short. Early scout here. Drone scout. Double scout from Wolfix.
Yeah, and he is banking these Marines right now. Did go and get that gas again, and yeah, that's what I was saying. Wolfix will pretty much do anything he can to avoid a normal game state against Muta.
Right.
He's actually going to intercept this drone. We'll see how fast Flying reacts. And yeah, very quick to react, so it doesn't take any damage hardly. Just one shot there. So not going to take any damage on this drone and come back home. Does see the Marines coming as well, so he can start preparing for the harassment.
It's a pretty big deal, I think, for Flying not to know that Wolfix is gas in here. So another potential like follow-up element of surprise as far as Vulture.
Yeah, we got these links started, so Wolfix is looking for at least 2 drones. Killing just 1 drone doesn't feel quite good enough. Maybe gonna try and stick a bunker back here? Okay, we're gonna make a wall with the SCVs and Marines. I have never seen this before, but this is actually really nice.
Is that a... Wow, you just snuck it right in there.
Wait, this could be really difficult for Flying to clear efficiently. I've never seen this before, but this is really good from Wolfix. I mean, this is Ling tight, so he's gonna have to try and target this bunker down. Wow.
Dude, I'm getting vibes of like Pimpus plays. You know those Pimpus plays back in the day where they would do like these plays? Wow. So that range should hit the... Yep.
Yeah, for sure. And
he's got a link-proof wall.
Exactly. This is a nightmare for Flying now. Wow, I have not seen this before. This is super strong. I mean, we have a full wall and a bunker that basically... I mean, the only way to have stopped this is just not let it back there in the first place, but I almost promise you that Flying had no idea that was possible.
Yeah. Oh, he's all in here now.
He's gonna full commit to the speedlings, and we're actually starting Lair behind this, so I guess maybe he's hoping if he can get enough damage that he can transition into Muta.
Yeah, and Wolfix sees these lings being produced from at least from the second hatch, so he's anticipating this, but yeah, Vulture does come out here.
Yeah, it's interesting he wanted to come out instead of just staying behind the wall. But yeah, he's gonna try and micro this down as much as he can. Lings almost get us around in this Vulture. And gonna cut it off here at the ramp.
Wow.
Just barely, not actually. Yeah. Man, this is looking pretty rough for Flying. We have a starport almost finished at home for Wolfix. Gonna try and jump on top of these.
A lot of surface area on that top supply depot, but second SCV already being there is really gonna save him.
Hatchery going down at the natural now. And yeah, this just looks doomed for Flying now.
Right.
Yeah, GG is gonna be called. Wolfix gonna take another quick win here.
Man.
Hopping into game 3, we have Wolfix versus Raz. Wolfix on a bit of a tear so far. Raz, another very strong Protoss though. It is going to be on Radeon. It's not going to be cross-spawn, so he's not going to have that kind of standard Protoss advantage that you see so often, but close spawn actually not too bad for Raz either. He tends to play a pretty abusive style. He likes to be very aggressive with the Zealots, has very good early game Zealot micro. Also plays a lot of 12 Nexus, things like that, so I'll be interested to see what he wants to go for this game. Right, first pylon next to the gas, so it's not going to be aggressive zealots, most likely.
Yeah, I'm interested why Eras picked this map, because this map is rather known for being a Terran map.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he just feels comfortable, you know, having a corner base that's hard to drop. I don't know. I don't know why would he pick this map.
Yeah, I think Radions is one of those maps that a lot of people are comfortable on just because it's pretty standard overall. But yeah, outside of being big, it doesn't really have a whole lot of like unique features that would really give any advantages to a Protoss player, I don't feel like.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy for Terran to secure 3 base on this map. It's very Vermeer-esque when it comes to taking that third, I think.
And it's harder to run circles in the middle because it's not that vast and big.
Yeah, these kind of like open middles that are not real big like that, like you said, it's very good for Terran as far as like chasing an army down. That was one of the things that can actually be difficult about Fighting Spirit against Protoss, is that middle makes it kind of hard to chase Protoss sometimes. As we saw in that first game, Wolfix got to circumvent that by just going undetected straight down the middle, so... yeah, this game going to be a little bit of an earlier scout from Raz. We have that... This is Zealot open, right? Is this what I'm looking at? Kind of wasn't paying attention.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. When you see a second pylon before Cybernetic Core, that means that there is going to be at least one Zealot. Now, Protoss has an option to either go second Zealot right now, or save the money and get a faster Nexus.
Yeah, I know if he goes for Nexus, Wolfix loves to try to punish that by busting. If they go Zealot expand, yeah. He's been doing that a lot the last couple days.
He doesn't seem to be satisfied with just Protoss getting away with a greedy build, so he's like, no, you're doing this, you need to pay.
Yeah, so first Zealot gonna come straight to Wolfix here with the probe showing up. And yeah, we'll see if Raz can get that micro down. He is gonna do that single Zealot into Nexus like we were talking about. We'll see how quick Wolfix reacts here. Does notice it right away, so it doesn't take any damage on the Marine, which is nice. Factory close-ish to done. With a little bit of luck with the bouncing, which it is sitting exactly where it wants to right
in
now.
the middle of the factory.
Yeah.
Cannot be hurt.
And there we go, we get the factory up uncontested. Not going to take any hits on these Marines either, which is really nice. And that can be dangerous for Protoss if you're not dealing any damage, and the Marine count gets to build up when you're doing this build. You can get busted very, very easily.
Yes, the Zealot is super important, and it seems like Ras understands that he cannot absolutely lose this Zealot. Yeah, Wolfix is continuously producing Marines. So...
Yeah, this is what we were talking about. Bringing the SCV back for the drill, so we're going to see the SCVs come, and here they go. He typically pulls 10. We're doing a little bit less. We're doing 8 this time. Or, sorry, I guess we are at 10 if you count the scouting and the one in the front as well, so... More or less 10. But, yeah, we're just going to have a Goon and a single Zealot to try and defend. The Zealot getting chased down by this Vulture. Going to take a lot of damage before it gets there. Might even body block with the SCV. No. Well, the SCV was a little bit low, I guess. But he's going to wait for the SCVs here and try to collect for the bust.
Now, as opposed to 12 next, this is just one gateway production, so let's see how it turns out. I'm a little bit worried about Raz.
Yeah, getting a good block.
Oh my god!
Goon,
oh my god!
Huge.
The Goon got blocked. That's gigantic. And even blocking the.
Oh no. Yeah, all these units trapped on the outside. The probe drill coming down now. I'd like to see these units back up.
Probes being pulled, so this is now or never. Process wants to just kill this push.
Okay, probes did get a lot of Marine kills at least, so it does soften this up a fair amount. Goon range still on the way. Only the single Goon here. We're going to see that bunker come down. Now we're going to try and recruit some probes, but a few probes going down, so this is a lot of damage that Raz has taken so far, and he's definitely in a really tough spot.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at them SCV go!
Oh no.
They're fat!
Yeah, another Goon goes down to the SCVs. And this is actually important too, killing these Goons, because it means we need less SCVs to stay behind to repair.
He can go with the Vulture to the main, no? Yes? It would be risky, sure.
Yeah, Goon range is done. But this Nexus is going to be in a lot of trouble. I don't think there's... Yeah, not even I don't think. There's no way. And yeah, we see these two Vultures going up the ramp into the main. Gonna lay mines as well. This is a disaster for Raz. Gonna have to lose goons trying to get to these vultures. Doesn't even trigger that mine, and this
He
is
lost,
over. Yeah, GG.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Wolfix is on a tear.
Oh my god. Oh, was he always this good? Alright, here we go. Map is Polypoid. Game between Jiraiya and Wolfix.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see how this goes. I have never seen Jiraiya play 1v1 before. I know he is A rank when he ladders, but that's literally all I know.
What I assume, well, of course he's a 2v2 player mostly, but so what you expect from 2v2 players is that a lot of micro type of strategies,
Yeah.
micro-oriented.
Yeah, very
So
true.
Zerglings, Mutas, and yeah,
So just Zerg,
heavy
anyway.
now there is a lot of history between these guys in 2v2. I mean, I'm Wolfix team partner, so
okay.
we played a lot against Jiraiya's teams. So Jiraiya definitely understands how Wolfix plays and what are his strengths and weaknesses.
Okay, good. That's good then. Yeah, that makes it a little bit more interesting. Yeah, as you know then probably as well, mentioned this before, Wolfix pretty much does everything he can to avoid a normal game against Muta. He loves to open 1-1-1. He will go into bio after that, but he just wants to avoid the whole Muta harass state as much as possible, because like most Terrans, he gets very triggered when getting harassed and losing SCVs, and yeah, it can be a very frustrating experience.
Yes, reasonable. I would do that as well if I was a Terran user.
Yeah,
Why bother when you don't have to bother?
exactly. Yeah, I've been making a point to kind of learn more about Valkyrie builds just to avoid it as much as possible.
Yeah, mutas are pretty much in meta now. The faster the better.
Yeah, so we're gonna get that 12 hatch from Jiraiya, which he did say he was gonna do, so no tricks there. Wolfix going for a full wall at his ramp. And into that gas like we expected.
Wonder if Wolfix just didn't want to risk it because Polypoid cross positioner can be really long distance, or recognizing Jiraiya's strengths as a micro 2v2 user. Maybe this was also why he didn't want to go for 9 or 8 ranks.
Yeah, it could be actually. Yeah, that's a good point. Jiraiya did, interestingly enough, send his first Overlord kind of the opposite direction of what a standard Zerg would do. Typically, you want to send it towards the natural so that you can have the Overlord spawn there.
I want to ask you why do they do that. I mean, if you send the Overlord this way, you can put that Overlord over the cliff in natural, and the second Overlord will also get there in time. But if you scout it as you said normally, then yeah, sure, the first Overlord can get there safely, but the second Overlord, would it get there to the natural like safely?
Yeah, so this is an interesting point you make, and it's something I actually have thought about as well. Because, like you said, by doing this first scout, like, because he's not here, right? If it was cross spawn, well, I guess in this spawn, never mind, I guess not for this map as much. I was thinking about how some maps it gets very hard to get to the natural, by scouting, like, normal here, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess cross position can make kind of a sense because it's easier to get from the top left to the bottom left there safely. But yeah, like.
Oh, we got a fast Hydroden from Jiraiya, so we're not even going into Muta. We're going for a Lurker Bust, which against 1-1-1. Well, no, I'm sorry. This probably isn't for Lurker Bust. This is just preparing for, I guess, the 1-1-1 of Wolfix.
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, but lurkers are not out of the equation, so we'll see if this is going to be followed by a Spire or with just Hydras and maybe into lurkers.
Yeah, the only reason my brain jumped to Lurker was just because the Hydroden's a lot earlier than you normally would see. But it could just be that Jiraiya not being the biggest 1v1 player, just not 100% sure of the timings or anything like that. But yeah, we'll see what he wants to go for. It could be Lurker, it could just be defensive Hydra. You see that CC coming down behind the Wraith, or rather the starboard. Okay, now it's going to be Wraith. I was about to say, I do see a lot of drop play out of Wolfix as well. Sometimes he does not go for that Wraith.
Very well done from Jiraiya to block the entrance with 2 links. The nice Wolfix and scouting information. Now there is second extractor. Isn't it? No, I think it's about okay.
He might just be going. He might just be going for like Hydro Pressure, is what it looks
Yeah,
like.
there is no Spire.
Yeah. Hydra and Lurker, I guess. Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe just Hydra and Overlord speed. Just push across the map against the mines and just kill the CC.
Yeah, it could be Overlord speed. Something interesting. That's all I know. Wraith gonna find this first Overlord and kill this. So a little bit annoying for Dry, gonna get supply block. It was already supply blocked as it is, so.
Oh, yeah, he managed to queue up one unit.
Yeah. And this next Overlord also gonna be in danger, not in a good position to be protected by Hydra.
Oh, it was scouted, but did he see that? Sees Lair, sees Hydra then.
Yeah, may have seen it and wanted to commit to scouting first, which is just the safer thing to do. Obviously, it's tempting to be greedy.
2 drones at natural at gas.
Coming back for this Overlord, I think.
Wow, this is some high-level play, probably.
Yeah.
Because first he wanted to prioritize scouting information so he doesn't die to anything stupid, and only then came back for the more harassment.
Yeah, Wolfix being very aware, being on point, did take note of that Overlord. Went through, did a scout, came back for the Overlord, so... Yeah, Wolfix kind of not missing a beat in his gameplay today. We got the additional barracks coming down. This is kind of what we expected. He'll transition to bio from this opening.
Bunker being built, but... Does he see the lurkers? Did he see the lurkers? I don't think so. So this may come as a surprise, but there are mines, plenty of mines. Jira will have to do a good job disarming all the mines. So far he's doing that.
Yeah, these things actually get past that Vulture, gonna be able to clear one of the mines here and kill the Vulture as well, which is nice. So there's just one mine left. These 2 Vultures coming forward. We have a tank, we have a bunker.
There is eBay, but no. Oh, okay, now he sees. Now Jira is afraid to just run past with these lurkers that there may be more mines.
Yeah, waiting for his Hydras to get here.
Oh my god, the mine!
So first Lurker going down for free. Missile turret almost up. Wraith does go down. Gonna try and target down this turret.
SCV pull, yeah. Yeah, but sniping the turret. One lurker.
Yeah, Lurker not getting as deep as he wanted it to, but might be able to up arrow and move it here after the tank shot, potentially.
Yeah.
We got scanners on the way, though, and I find it hard to... I'm not seeing that this is going to get enough damage done for Jiraiya.
Yeah, I don't know if these lurkers will finish morphing because, well, the siege tank, can kill these eggs quite easily.
Yeah, the...
One finishes. Lurker unburrows.
Gang gonna come down, gonna kill this first lurker, and the other one not gonna be able to kill the bunker in time. And second scan should be ready when he needs it. Yeah, it is.
Oh my god.
Back here with the vulture, gonna kill its like second or third lurker of this attack.
That was so close. Well, that being said, even if burrowed that lurker behind them, it would just buy time and nothing else.
Yeah, not getting the damage done that he needed.
On the other hand, it's not like Jiraiya is all inning, right? He's got 3 hatcheries. He's setting up to take a third base, 4th hatch. Also getting Aspire, joining up.
Okay, does manage to clear the mine without losing Hydra, so that's good. Yeah, gonna go for this third base. We do have a dropship finish for Wolfix loading up these vultures. And there's nothing for Jiraiya to spot because this Wraith earlier did clear all of the overlords on this top side. So, gonna scan, see there's nothing here to defend, and there's potential. I'm pretty sure he had speed on these vultures as well, so there's a lot of potential for these vultures to get a lot of damage done. Gonna drop in the blind spot as well for Jiraiya.
So I think the way you need to play against one of... Well, let's hold on that thought. Let's see how many drone kills can... 3 vultures, very important number. So they can one-shot a drone. 3 so far.
Well, some misclicking it looked like. But 4 drones, not too terrible. It's going to be 5, 6, 7 drones possibly at the end of the day, though, and that is pretty painful, especially since we already did this kind of aggressive build. And also disrupting the mining on the main base as well is also painful.
Yeah, so... well, good damage from Wolfix. Definitely what he was looking for. He also confirmed the Hive, Queen's Nest. That being said, I think against 1-1-1 playstyle from Terran, Zerk wants to go for lair heavy build, and that is a lot of lurkers with zerglings, stuff like that, as opposed to tech heavy, because Terran player will have a lot of vessels. So I think it's better for the Zerg player to play against this build with a lot of units rather than with tech that is gonna get irradiated anyway.
Yeah, we made one muta basically for scouting, it looks like, and gonna try and pop some Scourge for the dropships and vessels. But this push coming across looking very scary for Wolfix. A lot of bio.
Oh yeah.
We're at 3 tanks right now as well. And, you know, there's no hive or anything in production. Well, hive's in production, but it's not finished yet, so it's going to be extremely difficult for Jira to hold us. We just have very little for army on the map right now.
Oh. Catching some of the units, not critical. But there's 3 tanks to deal with these lurkers. I just don't see Jira doing anything about it.
Yeah, we even have a D matrix if we need it. But gonna throw down some irradiates. The radiates start picking away at these lurkers. And yeah, I mean, all the lurkers about to go down right away, and there's just nothing here for Jiraiya to hold with anymore.
Yeah, Sankens won't move.
Yeah, Defiler Den on the way, popping some Scourge, hoping maybe we can catch these vessels. It's gonna catch one actually, but I mean, there's enough bio here just to push through now. We got this one half-dead lurker trying to defend.
+1 finishes for Wolfix. Some lurkers coming in from behind, that's nice.
And GG, Wolfix continuing his reign of terror, now eliminating 4 players on his own, going for the potential double all kill here.
Minstrel, interesting map. We haven't seen that too much.
Yeah, I've been talking with Wolfix about this. I think Minstrel is one of the best new maps, but a lot of people don't like it. They kind of complain about the pathing, I guess, from a couple of these bases here, but I actually really like this map a lot.
It just has a lot of potential, you know. This pathing can be annoying, but once you get used to it, I don't think it poses much more annoyance.
I agree. Yeah, you just got to be a little bit aware of like how to avoid it some, and then it's good.
Yeah, it's like where you wanna go, right? But when you don't know the map, you want to go to the corner, but you don't exactly know the routes. AI doesn't know it either.
I think it's the best TVT map, to be honest. We won't get into that too much, but I think for this map in TVT, it kind of rewards like aggressiveness because there's so many different attack paths. It makes action happen a lot.
Yeah, it makes an interesting TVT map.
Alright, so kind of as expected, when Dragon picked a 2-player map, we're going to get that forward pylon. Well, not like super far forward, though, but we're going to get that kind of forward gate into the gas steel. I was talking with Wolfix about this today when we were talking about Eclipse. He doesn't mind this at all. He'll just wait for it to finish and then put 4 or 5 SCVs on it and just play it out from there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's reassuring well, for the Terran that he just doesn't care. So some Terrans will panic, won't feel their gameplay because they don't know what to do anymore, kind of out of the game. But with that attitude, you know exactly where you're in.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty decent Probe Micro, just getting a lot of damage on these SCVs. We do have that Zealot coming, so this chip damage can be important when the Zealot shows up to have these SCVs soften. And we see from Wolfix, the 5 SCVs is going to be 4 on the bottom, 1 on the top. The 1 SCV on the top, guys, is so that when the assimilator dies, you can start the refinery right away without the assimilator being remade. And actually, the probe's even going to go down, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Dragon tried to make another assimilator, not quite able to do so. Yeah, so Dragon could have potentially gone for Nexus before before assimilator, but I like this approach because if you start with a Nexus and then follow it up with assimilator, you may be a little bit gas starved. So by doing assimilator first, you won't run into any gas problems later.
Yeah, Wolfix just trying to be a little bit annoying, delaying the Nexus some, but it is going to be 2 Zealots, no core started, anything like that. So we got this SCV block with the 3 Marines up here, just going to try and keep the Zealot out. Get a little bit of chip damage, which is nice. Going up to 5 Marines. And yeah, there's not a whole lot of like pressure on Wolfix. Like, yes, the Nexus is coming down pretty early compared to him, but you're not super torp about it because there is a little bit of cutting that Protoss has to do for this. And yeah, with the 5 Marines, the factory on the way, he might just move down here and try to start the bunker. I don't know if he tries to bunker, because we're actually making more Marines as well.
It depends if, like, well, it depends on what the scouting SCV finds out.
It's going to be 2
There
facts.
could be third zealot in production or not. Against 2 zealots, the amount of Marines he has, I'm sure it's enough. 6 zealots against 6 Marines against 2 zealots is enough.
Yeah, he's going to push these zealots back and make it look like he's trying to take a base, but we're actually going 2 fact behind this, so it's going to be pretty much an all-in from Wolfix here. And now with these Marines, he's just going to try and stay far forward out so that he is denying Dragon vision of seeing whether or not this command center starts. And going to continue banking Marines behind this. He's only going to show these 6. He will not show that he's making more. Or at least I thought he wouldn't. We see the 7th Marine coming down now, which... When you see this many Marines, it starts to kind of set off some alarms as Dragon.
Yes, exactly. But so far Dragon's playing well the usual Protoss way, in fast robotics. That being said, he's not skipping gun range. At least there is that going well for him. Fake bunker, like you can really tell that it's a fake bunker.
Yeah, 8 Marines in a fake bunker is not too tricky, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, Dragon should be able to recognize something. He might go into really fast Reaver here. If we see the Reaver Bay before Observatory, this could be pretty scary for Wolfix.
No, I don't think so. I mean, we
see
two gateways,
so
yeah. It's likely to be just Observer. I think we're gonna wait for how many 3 tanks at least. With the amount of Marines, I think it would be best if we wait for 3.
Yeah, it's usually with 3 and then Vulture Rally.
I don't know, maybe Dragon thought that Wolfix just overreacted to Zealot production because he saw 2 Zealots, could have been just as well 3.
Yeah, this push has a lot of potential. I mean, Observer is going to be out, at least by the time he gets there, but it's going to be a lot of Marines with these 3 tanks, and we have only 3 goons out on the field right now. Should be 3
Let's
more.
See how good is the reaction. Yeah, it is good.
Yeah, very good. 1 tank getting left behind. Okay, there we go.
Okay, let the micro games begin. So we're looking at, currently we have 3 guns plus 2 zealots, but soon it's going to be 6 plus 2. And the Vulture Rally. Probably mines. Yes, mines. There are mines. Now, question is this gonna be Vulture Speed or Siege mode?
He's getting both right now.
It's gonna be all decided over this bridge.
Yeah, this is a pretty important fight coming up. Vulture's gonna move forward, lay these mines on top of the guns, try and bug them out just a little bit if possible. SCV is a little bit of body blocking, but both Vultures go down. Only 1 goon so far. Siege mode finishes, but immediately gets targeted by the goons. Second tank not getting microed back either. And so far it's looking pretty decent for Dragon. We got these additional goons coming out, and now we just have an overwhelming number of Dragoons to push through this. And yeah, that's going to do it for Wolfix. This push is going to fail and going to get cleaned up. And I don't see a way for Wolfix to come back from here. And yeah, he's just going to go ahead and GG. And Dragon is going to stop the Reign of Terror from Wolfix. Alright, we got cross spawns, Kava versus Dragon on Kickback. Like we were talking about earlier, this map adds a new dynamic to the game. You get these kind of extra, like, free-ish 2 bases, right? Protected by just the 1 choke, but these bases do have less money on them, 2,000 less.
1,200 and 3,000.
So it can change up the pace of the game quite a bit. It can start off pretty fast paced economically, and then if you don't stay on top of it, it can very quickly fall off.
Now that's interesting because it's cross position. Now that I think about it, in every matchup, Protoss is favored when it's cross position. Both in PvT and PvZ. Interesting, eh?
It's true. Yeah. One thing about this map that I think is kind of scary for Zerg is I'm kind of interested to see what Kava's planning on playing this. He might just go for a contain, something like that. He does like the contain style. He doesn't do like 973s too much, but he'll do kind of a low drone count into Hydra Lurker contains. so he might just try to contain him on 3 base. But one thing that's a little bit scary for Zerg on this map is Protoss does have relatively easy access to that triple gas, which can be a scary moment for Zerg because they can start pumping so many Goon and Templar against your lair tech.
Yeah, this map is really tricky for Zerg. Sure, you get these 3 bases, but it's really tricky to get another corner. But once you get it, it's hard to penetrate. Now, Dragon, typical for him. Oh, actually,
okay.
he managed to scout Zerg in time, because on this map you scout really fast with probes, because all you need to do is see if there is a creep coming out from the sunken at the entrance, and you go to another base. Thanks to that, Dragon was able to scout, and he didn't have to build forge before the nexus.
Yeah, gonna get a pretty ideal opener for Dragon so far. I assume it was... Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, very early Nexus. So yeah, this is really nice for Dragon. And he even got to delay the pulse on with his probe being pretty annoying.
Yeah, that being said, this is a good gateway opener map, because the entrance, like, you can stop it with essentially 1 Zelt, or you can even build 2 pylons instead of a forge, and you have a 2 Zelt wall. And thanks to that, you're not really worried about 973 killing your forge.
Yeah, interesting drone move out here. I guess this is the scout from Kava. I said interesting because I thought we were going for a weird third, but I guess we just hadn't scouted yet. Or no, we are going for this third. Okay. This could be kind of confusing for Dragon. Kava noticed that the probe went up on the right side, and then he's taking this weird third, so Dragon now searching with his probe here at the natural, being a little bit confused about where this third hatchery is at.
I think I like it, to be honest. Now these minerals also have 1200, but there are 8 of them, as opposed to just 6.
Yeah, it's going to be slightly better mining, and also got the probe kill before Dragon could get any more information on that probe. So going to send out this extra probe to try and figure out what's going on.
So here's the thing: if you expand normally, within your corner, you take 3 bases, and your 4th is extremely hard to take. But if you expand this way, you play as if it was a regular SVP, but your 4th gets extremely easy to take. So
yeah. Dragon did click over here on the 9 o'clock position, so this probe is going to scout this. Did realize that the third was late, but he also didn't see any later when he went back in with his probe, so... Recognizing pretty well that something was a little bit amiss. Identifies the third hatchery here, so just good information to have to make sure that nothing crazy is going on.
Alert from the circular, so Spire, gameplay.
Yeah, probe gonna poke in here, looking for the lair, gonna find it here at the natural base.
Very cute Spire positioning. Don't look for it near hatcheries, you're gonna not find it.
Yeah, Kava doing a good job of just, well, trying very hard to be kind of confusing about what he's doing here. And yeah, we didn't see the Spire. So once again, it's nothing abnormal, except that it's just not having a confirmation as Protoss.
Yeah, it's just that you're not sure that it's built. Maybe it's gonna be defensive Hyjas.
Ling spinning out across the map looking for... Did he ever scout him? He must have scouted him, right?
Scouted what?
Did Kava ever scout Dragon? I don't know that he has
yet. True. I mean, he sees that with the Overlord that he's not at the top left.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the first time we're confirming where he is.
Now that you say it, what if Dragon opened with Gateway and built many Zelts, right?
Yeah, so pretty good Corsair timing coming out at 440. Got legs on the way.
But... Already trapping the probe, so this means that we're gonna see out the Corsairs. And also with this, he won't have to think about trapping the worker when he will get really busy in the future.
Yeah. Actually, good point. Yeah, just going for that pretty quickly. Got these 2 hatcheries here up at the front, so currently on 5 hatchery, gonna drop the 6 here at his 3rd base now.
Scotch pop out, will try to intercept. He needs to fly a little bit he cannot just chase. Like if he flew like to the diagonally, then maybe he would have been able to cut.
Yeah, he made this
But that
additional
being said,
scourge at his third.
5 Zelts are on the way. Do we have drones being built, 3 drones being built? I don't think Kava saw that Zelt move out. This is extremely bad news for Zerg.
Yeah, gonna have to pull these drones, even loses one. Sunken only just now finishing as a creep colony, so not gonna be able to get up, gonna take a bunch of damage, and as most of you guys know, when that finishes, it's minus 100 health, but gonna get killed anyway.
This is not bad, this is extremely bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this hatchery is under danger of falling. That being said, a Muta pops out. Okay, so these will definitely help.
Yeah, so at least gonna push this back, which is really nice, gonna clean up these zealots, but not getting to mine from here for so long is pretty painful for the Zerg. But I mean, killing the zealots is still kind of nice. It is 2
Yes.
Stargate Corsair behind us, though. No Hydrogen in production yet.
Okay, so there will be a window where Protoss is gonna be strong in air once +1 finishes in. So I wonder if Kava will be able to do something about it. The question is also, like, we see evolution chamber, but where is the hydrogen? There is no hydrogen
It
just
just
yet.
now started. Yeah, so like you mentioned, there's going to be a bit of a window where this Corsair could be pretty dangerous.
Oh yeah, now is that moment. +1 finishes and he's got only 7 coursers. There is no way Zerg can fight. Not until Zerg gets his +1 carapace.
Yeah, hopefully that's...
Here we go, the first contact, see? Scourges evaporate, Mutas get wounded, Freezers are coming, and Zerg has nothing but drones and a Sunken.
Yeah, making a second Sunken. At least it's only 3 Zealots, so the second Sunken and Drill should be able to defend at least, but you're very worried about losing. Like, all your Muta, all your Overlords are in a lot of danger. And yeah, there's
Tries to
potential.
connect, but none of these connect. Just evacuate with Mutas if you wanna live, Zerg. So much Scourge.
Yeah, a lot of gas going into this Scourge, which is what hurts so much, and the +1 armor is still not even finished yet.
Dragon doesn't know, but he can fight this Scourge. Oh.
It's 1 connection. We're up to 11 Corsair now with even 2 more making. This is...
So yeah, even if +1 carapace finishes, and bam, already Corsairs falling. That being said, Dragon did have the critical amount of Corsairs, 11 versus carapace. Still connections happen.
Okay.
And yeah,
down to 8 Corsair now.
Successfully lowering the Corsair count. That's still annoying, sure. But it's not like Dragon did not invest anything into these Corsairs. Yes, he did. A lot.
Yeah, 2 more coming in, and even 2 more making, so going up to still 12 Corsair.
You know what? I'm not sure if playing Muta Scorch style is good on this map, because when you as a Protoss player, when you play against that, you want to take the third base as fast as possible, because building Corsairs starves you of gas, and this map allows you to get that gas, the third gas, really safely.
Yeah. I mean, slowly chipping away at these Corsair at least, got it down to 7, but just lost a ton of Overlords. I mean, we're floating 2,000 minerals, we're supply blocked, we can't make anything right now. And this amount of Corsair can just kind of sit on top of your eggs almost with how few Hydra there are.
Oh yeah.
Very, very painful for Kava.
Builds nothing but scared the entire game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, a couple more Sair going down.
But more were being built, so
yeah,
no changes.
I mean, we've killed one like 10 Sair and there's still 7 left. It's so annoying for Zerg to play against this.
All that minerals must have went into Overlords. Yeah, these Corsairs definitely paid for themselves.
Oh yeah. Yeah, click a random Corsair and it's got 12 kills on it.
Yeah.
Spore here to kind of deter a little bit, but We also have 3 Sunkens here. Brings a DT, but we do have this score, like I mentioned, so at least there's that. Overlords do get
Zealot,
herded
High
to the top
Templar move
side.
out. Good luck fighting this. And also Protoss has 1 upgrades to while Zerg has 0.
Yeah, looking pretty dire for Kava, just not being allowed to build units basically this entire game because of all the supply blocks from the Corsair.
Oh, unfortunate for Kava, the egg, the larva popped at the left side of the hatchery, so did not make a full wall. Very well played game from Dragon.
Yeah, looks very annoying for Kava. But GG, Dragon gonna take out Kava, and that's gonna do it for our Zerg players in this tournament. So we are down to PvPs only. Alright, I know almost nothing about Tucson.
Where is he from?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I know he's decent, like he's like around 2100-ish.
Given I see DM, can you share your screen in Discord maybe? I don't want to lag this game because I'm the only European here. I think this will be for the best.
I actually thought he might have been European, but I have no idea. I've never heard him speak or anything.
Usually when you see DM, this means South America.
Oh, okay, okay. CPL says Chile. Okay. He's Chilean. Got it. Got it. I just assume that everybody that Primal invites is European at this point.
Polish.
Alright, from when I watched Dragon play PvT, not just the game against Wolfix, but a lot of the other games, he's a very standard player from what I've seen. Not too much crazy or tricky stuff. He did do like a proxy robo build against Sterling in one of their games, but I think that was more about getting even with Sterling because he did BBS the game before that.
Oh yeah, standard to pay. Yeah, you won't expect any fancy Turobo playstyle from Dragon, or like you could see carriers, sure, but mostly arbiters.
Yeah, I saw him do a lot of arbiter play when I watched him. Interested to see what Tucson's gonna go for here. We do have kind of a, well, that's an okay gas. Yeah, 139 is decent. This is gonna be a standard 12 gas. Nothing super crazy showing right now. Might just want to give us a nice standard strong game for his first showing.
Oh yeah, if you like, if you organize a tournament and if you're looking for lengthy games, make sure to invite Dragon.
All right.
Yeah, there are 2 types of players. They're micro focused and macro, or rather players that make the game comfortable for them and players that make the games uncomfortable for their opponent.
Yeah.
And Dragon is definitely the first type.
I like that breakdown. I haven't heard that before, but yeah, I like that. Players that make it comfortable for themselves, or players that make it uncomfortable for others. Flying, definitely one of those players that like to make it uncomfortable for others. As I mentioned in one of his games, he doesn't like going above like 18 drones. So yeah, we're just gonna see either a 19 Nexus. We didn't start range yet. We'll see if he wants to start range here. If not, we're gonna look for that 19 Nexus. But yeah, and I guess typically that's done with 2 probes on gas, right? So
optimizations.
So looking like we're leaning towards that.
But why would he do that? He plays Protoss.
Yeah, when I was playing Protoss, I was very much a 23 Nexus kind of guy. Okay, we did cancel range, so we are going to go for that 19 Nexus.
So it's like that. So you build a gun and you get a gun range, and just in case your expansion is going to be blocked by SCV or Reaper. But if there is no such thing, you just cancel that and put it down.
Okay, cool.
Of course, as an option.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that before, but Yeah, that makes sense. I just saw him taking his CC at 21 because we went for add-on instead of Vulture.
Mm-hmm.
And cut an SCV as well. So a little bit of an earlier CC is going to counteract that rangeless a little bit. So actually kind of nice for Tucson to
Yep.
mitigate some of that minor advantage that Dragon was going to get.
Yeah, Tucson seems to be on top of everything here. Oh, kill the worker. Yeah. He's playing pretty well.
Yeah, good micro from Dragon, kind of. We actually missed a volley there, though, so gonna back up. Actually taking a lot of damage on this goon, so... Overall, not great for Dragon. Killing just one Marine and taking so much hull damage. But at least for him, it does kind of, you know, shaving off one of those Marines, wounding another. Does at least mean you're not getting pushed, most likely, but... Gonna come out with this Vulture, 2 Marines, and kind of look up and
Very
down this
good
trigger.
reaction. Oh, no, Dragon, no. We don't do that.
Yeah, very good for Tucson punishing him there.
So once you have such low HP gun, all you can do is just run away. Dragon tried being fancy, running to the top, to the 12 o'clock, trying to prevent Vulture from getting out, but he was too low to play these games.
Yeah, a little bit too greedy for Dragon. So Vulture gonna get out of the map, 1 Dragoon going down, gonna step forward with this Dragoon and see these 2 Vultures out.
Wow, so many Vultures. So many Vultures. It's all Vulture from
and
factory.
Mine's finished a little bit early because we did go for the add-on before Vulture. So yeah, gonna get a little bit of an advantage as far as the mine timing. We're very far from having an observer out right now with these mines coming down.
I like the mine positioning. Really aggressive.
Yeah, and Dragon might not realize
you may
that.
not, yeah.
Exactly. So
1,
Goon gets picked
2,
off.
3.
Wow.
I'm speechless. Wow, so great.
Really good play from Tucson. This was really good.
Who is Tucson?
Yeah, very impressed.
Apparently, South America is home to the best Terrans. Danny, Terror, Tucson.
Yeah, I like this a lot. I've never seen this before. Going for this add-on first before Vulture, Dragon, aware of what mine timing could be, not realizing that this was a faster mine build, and yeah, even getting a couple shots on that goon on the left side. So
Look, he's got 1 dragon. 1 dragon only.
Yeah, we're unloaded, we're bringing the Marines. But we do have 3 gate production, 2 more goons coming out.
Yeah. 3 dragons should be enough to support.
Yeah, even getting up to 4
this
now.
push from Terran. Especially that is just 2 Marines. One of them is wounded. So I'm not expecting too much from this push, but it will apply pressure on Dragon. Especially with this mine still in position, trying to jump on top of the tank. Now this is what Wolfik should have done on Minstrel.
Yeah, I think Tucson's smartly pulling away now, taking a lot of damage on this tank.
The mines will buy just enough time for the Terran to retreat.
Yeah, good of him not to overcommit after seeing the goon count there.
Yeah. Many Terrans would just continue trying to do something. Tucson is not greedy here.
Yeah, we got
not building SCVs. Not sure if he decided not to build them, or is that probably not.
Yeah, we do have some turrets up. We got our mines coming down in case of Reaver or anything like that. Siege mode is done at a proper timing, so he's not in danger of the kind of goon observer push out. A lot of Protoss like to look for this just to kind of punish, make sure that Terran did not skip their siege.
Of course. Now Deja Vu is quite large, has quite large main, so it's hard to really make a turret circle all around mains. So yeah, like you'd have to invest an extra turret. Well, but that eBay sneaky, not quite able to get the factory. Dragon confirming 4 factories. Quite unusual.
Yeah, slight supply block here for Tucson, and yeah, there comes the 5th factory now. Yeah, just going up to that 5-fact play that we all know oh so well in the current meta.
Right.
Citadel coming down for Dragon. Third Nexus finishing up around the 8-minute mark, a little bit after, so not too bad for Dragon, but yeah, early game definitely from Tucson, very impressed with how he
It's
opened
just
here.
so funny that all players throughout the world play basically the strategies that are played at the top by pro gamers. It's like it's same with 1-1-1, right, in TVZ, and same in TVP. 5 factories, 6 factories.
Yep. We are going to see that 6 factory from Tucson. It is going to be on vision. He should know that the observer is here. He just doesn't care that it is seen. We'll see if we're going to go for a push. I mean, typically 6 fact plus 1, we're looking for some form of aggression. He knows that he had a pretty good early game, so he might be thinking he can pivot that into a push.
Moving with vultures to not to split Dragon's attention, not only on the entrance, not only on his natural, but he'll have to be wary of the
Yeah, it was really good observer
vultures.
positioning from Dragon, but a little bit slow to pull his Dragon's back to intercept these vultures, so they are going to get on the map. That being said, I think only one of these vultures even have mines, though.
That's okay. It's just their mere presence forces Dragon to stay defensively with a couple of guns.
Yeah, it'll make the Protoss uncomfortable knowing it's out there. It's kind of similar to running Zealot Spy when Zerg has a contain, right? Just making them like anxious knowing that there are units out there. Big gateway swell from Dragon, seeing the 6 fact push incoming.
Citadel of Adun +1 on the fort. Yeah, the pylon wall just in time here. Yeah, I like that, because if you see that there is no support, you can just make pylons from both sides.
Alright, we're going to be unsieging and pushing out here. We don't have any Goliath with this push. We do have shuttles. Is it just a single shuttle? Looks like a single shuttle for Dragon so far. But it's going to be a lot of Zealot production for this. I mean, we're on, what is this, 9 gateways? Yeah, 9 gateway production. So it's going to be a slow push out from Tucson, it looks like.
Yeah, we'll see if Tucson decides to make a CC, or he's gonna be more committed to a push.
It's a lot of vultures out on the map, and again, like we were talking about, this is going to pull a lot of the goons back, so there's potential for us to move up onto this high ground while these goons are following. Gonna go for a bit of a run by in the natural here, but a lot of Zealots come out and actually get caught on these vultures. And yeah, kind of losing these vultures for a few Zealots, not great, but that being said, a few vultures now going to slip inside. Can be very annoying, going to start laying mines on top of these gateways, and this is all very distracting for Dragon. Like I said, this would be a moment for Tucson to take his high ground if he can multitask fast enough.
All it takes is 2 vultures, remember.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
these outs will be not enough to
yeah,
clear.
it's not going to be enough.
Oh god.
Yeah, we're going to start losing some probes
boy.
now, yeah. Few probes going down, Zealots once again coming to try and jump on top of this, and yeah, we see Tucson moving out now.
Yeah, just take the high ground, right? While Dragon's something. That being said, Dragon still has the high ground, so I'm sure he's not gonna give up on it that easily. Whoa! That's these many units there, leftovers.
Yeah.
I'm worried here for the Terran player. There's not enough vulture support.
Yeah, maybe a little too aggressive to move out here and left a lot of his army behind. And yeah, this is going to be a bad fight for Tucson now. A bunch of these tanks getting cleared up on the front line. Are going to target down the shuttle at least, but a lot of Zealots coming in. And yeah, I'm now worried for Tucson. And this is the bane of Terran players. It feels like you can do so many things right, but it comes down to how well are you pushing a lot of the time. And yeah, a little bit of a blunder on the push there.
Decision when to push. Like you just sacrifice a little bit of vultures for some chaos, for some Zealot's HP. Would be good to wait for an extra round of vultures. It's like tanks are good, but tanks alone are not that great.
Yeah, especially with that many Zealots. Like Dragon, we saw how many Zealots Dragon have been pumping out of his gateways with those vultures. So yeah, just a couple swells of vultures would have been really, really nice to have there. And yeah, with that tank count getting reset, this push now looking a lot less scary for Tucson. And Dragon going to take that as his cue to start teching up now. We're going to see the Archives on the way and the Stargate working towards that Arbiter play.
Good job to some being annoying, microing. That being said, you also need to macro. Yes, he's doing that just now. Okay, combat mechanisms. For Terran, he has 6 factories, so he can still produce out of units. Protoss cannot underestimate still the threat of the Terran. That being said, the Protoss player doesn't have. Never mind, he just expanded in the bottom left, but however, vultures are on their way. So
Yeah.
very likely to get this Nexus cancelled.
Yeah, Tucson dropping that starport, so is going to start working towards more upgrades. Typically, a failed push, the Terran's kind of fallback plan is either push again because we don't want to play anymore, or to now prepare for a very long split map game, which looks like that might be what we're going for now. We got the starport in the way, like I said, for the upgrades, which means we're going to have to take a third and possibly play more towards split map scenario and trying to defend against arbiters and things like that. So it's if Terran's going to win from here, it's going to be a long, grueling nightmare. That being said, his supply is still not too bad. We're floating, 1,400 minerals. But yeah, we got these SCVs coming out. Going to start the CC on location probably and go for the wall with these extra 2 SCVs. And I will say for this spawn, sorry to interrupt you, but I will say for this spawn, one thing about it is the tanks on the 12 o'clock spawn, you can defend across this ridge from that bridge, so it's actually a lot better defensively. But sorry, what were we going to say?
What I was gonna say that Dragon is still on just 3 bases, so that gives hope.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, denying the bottom left is really, really nice.
There was a probe with these guns. It was probably scouted and killed.
Oh, the bottom left ones?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So even longer delayed base.
Yeah, gonna take the natural now at this point. Not sure if there's another vulture up there. I think not wanting to.
Yeah, he's just gonna take because it's time to take both bases.
Yeah.
Just gonna plant nexuses left and right.
Yeah, I mean, if Terran can sit here and get up to max, I mean, we got our sci-fi finishing up now. If we can work towards that 2-1, although we only have a single armory. Okay, it is making the +1 armor at least, but I'd like to see that second armory come down. Yeah, I mean, he's done a good job delaying Dragon taking these bases, so Dragon going up to bases 4 and 5 at the 14.5-minute mark. And his supplies looks pretty good comparable to Dragon. Like, he's not really bustable right now when he's sitting in a defensive position. So Tucson definitely making it look playable.
Yeah. Wondering about arbiters and recalls. Does your third being towards Protoss is actually a good thing or not?
I think in this spawn it's not too bad. If you can set up recall defense here at this 12 o'clock base, it is defending a large portion of your main base as well.
Yeah, it's like you don't need to move back. You have your army nearby. So yeah, I agree. Wow, looking for the probe transfer, I had a scan going off, and he saw the probe. Oh, tries to actually go for this many dragoons. Wow, that may not.
Yeah, 11 goons is a bit too much to try and get us around on with the vultures. So we do feed a few vultures. A little bit painful for Tucson. That being said, he could just be going for like you kind of mentioned, that maybe going for that higher tank out. I'd like to see a third add-on maybe with this third gas finishing.
But yeah, maybe add some factories too.
Yeah, a couple more factories. We do see one coming down now. Maybe a second one about to start.
I'm fairly impressed by Tucson.
Yeah,
he's sniping observers.
Really well.
All it took was one mistake. Sorry.
One mistake.
Sorry, you're playing TVP.
That is the TVP experience a lot of times. He was playing the early game really, really well. Botched his push, which again, like I mentioned, that's kind of a common thing amongst...
Okay, here we go. Very important moment of the game. Now, the Dragon doesn't have high templars, I believe. Or does he in that shuttle? I'm not sure. But so this is a potentially good moment to actually press.
Yeah, these volleys were nice.
Before cloak, before stasis.
Yeah, these initial volleys are really nice. We got to clear up a lot of the goons there to start the fight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, getting into a good position.
Yeah, he's gonna take that high ground position. He'll be able to plant mines, basically cut off reinforcements. So that's a big step forward. Now Dragon, in response, will try to move around the map, bite from the back.
Yeah, might just commit even to a full counter.
But the thing is, Terran doesn't need that much to just Oh, never mind, coming from behind. But there's so
Circling
many
around,
mines.
yeah, this actually could be a really bad angle for Dragon if he goes for this. We actually put ourselves on the low ground versus this, so...
I think he just buys time. I think he just
Mhm.
buys time for stasis.
Yeah, gonna have 2 stasis very soon on these Arbiters. Maybe gonna look for a backstab here. Like you mentioned, it doesn't take a whole lot of Terran army to defend. Yeah, gonna push into the natural here, and things are gonna get potentially a little bit crazy. Yeah, Dragon a little bit indecisive now, swinging back into this. Tucson
like leaving
these
these 3 tanks, I think it's good. Like
Mhm.
Terran is gonna trade with these 3 tanks really efficiently here.
Oh my god, these mine hits as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, softening up a lot of these zealots, so getting a really good initial trade. These Arbiters actually under fire. One Arbiter gonna go down without the stasis. These tanks being somewhat undefended though.
Yeah. These watchers need to move back if you want. So okay, so there were these were High Templars in that shuttle. Yeah, this was a very important shuttle here. Okay, Terran's army cleared out.
Yeah, all the tanks get cleared out. He is up
but
in
watchers
supply.
in the main base.
Mm-hmm.
However, this is a full wall around the Nexus, so these watchers cannot get through to kill the workers.
Yeah, all this gonna get cleaned up. Pretty painful overall for Tucson. I mean, there was a lot of really good ideas there. I feel like he almost turned it into kind of a miracle push. But yeah, the tank's a little bit too
still,
clumped.
I think he killed all the workers in the natural. This is why the supply for Dragon is not as good as it should have been.
He also killed the two Arbiters with all the energy also went down.
Oh yeah. Big moment. And still being annoying, still planting mines. That being said, Dragon is on 5 bases, so...
Oh my god, so many zealots died there. Yeah, that's kind of the issue right now, is this Dragon's economy. We do have this 4th base that finished at the 3 o'clock position, and Dragon's in a position where it's very hard for him to push and punish this at the moment. A really big minefield between these.
Oh yeah, I really love the way that he just plants mines. These buy a lot of time. Cloak. Yeah, a little bit not enough of Terran. All things considered. Yeah, Terran tries to do something about these extra bases, tries to plant mines, so Protoss cannot get there from his main base, but there is so many units at the bottom left. The Dragon can just kill that with...
Yeah, he's got a lot of production down here. I'm gonna wait at least for the flank though before he jumps on top of this. He's not sure exactly how many units are here, so just wants to be safe. So gonna clean this army up, and then after that it seems like the 3 o'clock base is gonna be very exposed. Dragon does have a lot of units, like you mentioned. He lost a lot of probes, but his army is very, very large right now, despite being 150 supply.
Good job that Dragon paid attention to evacuate the probes.
And now we have 2 Arbiters that potentially have recall as well, and basically no recall defense for Tucson. He's doing the you can't recall me if I keep attacking you strategy.
The issue is that for Terran player that one Arbiter may just fall in a second. No worries, 3 remain.
Yeah, it's something, but it's not much of something in this situation. Stacy's even going down on the Goliath to protect the Arbiters.
Yeah, Terran player tries to do something because it's really hard to defend both 12 o'clock and that 4th base at the same time. And GG.
GG. Really good effort from Tucson. He did a lot of things that I was really, really impressed with. Alright, I'm rooting for Moonrai, not because I like Moonrai, but because I don't like Protoss.
Sad. Why?
Which is funny, I'm a former Protoss player. It's very American of me to learn to hate myself for my own race.
Why would you change to Terran?
I changed to Terran because I find it a lot more fun to play. I was much better with Protoss. With Protoss I peaked just shy of 2200, it was like 2180 or something. With Terran I peaked at like 2050 so far, but I just find Terran much more fun to play.
Interesting. I find Protoss most fun, I think, of all.
For me, it was PvP. I hate PvP a lot. And TVT is the only mirror matchup that I enjoy playing.
Yeah, maybe you're Terra not so.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't just picture myself enjoying building supply depots, sitting there.
There's
you know,
so much
waiting.
more to it. Let's not
I
pretend.
know, just running circles with vultures, planting mines,
Oh, there you go, there you go.
harassing units. It's fun in its own way, I suppose, but it's not this level of satisfaction when you just can get a nice scarab.
That actually might be true. I never played Reaver, so that was another part of my problem.
On top of that, you cannot micro-ready workers well. That's satisfaction when you
SCVs,
can
that's
just...
also true, yeah. And you're kind
you
of selling me on it again. Maybe I go back to Protoss now.
The satisfaction where you can just kill a drone, you know?
Alright, it's gonna be Zealots from Dragon. Which worries me a little bit for Moonrai. Sometimes his micro is really good, sometimes it's not. Moonrai is such a wild card. I mean, you never know what you're getting with him. He can play at 1700 MMR and he can take down like legit S-rank players sometimes. Like, you really have no idea what's about to happen. His builds make no sense, but he makes them work. He's an interesting player for sure.
Rolling the dice, it's either gonna be 1 or 6.
We went for 11 gas, I didn't realize that. So it looks like an 11 gas. We're gonna skip the depot and throw down this factory. Now depot should come down. Against Zealot opener, 11 gas is okay. To me, it doesn't
Again,
feel as
yeah.
fun, but...
Again, 2 pylons before core.
Yeah, and this is at least 2 Zealots.
At least 1.
Yeah. Second
Should
Zealot
go.
on the way. But we are going to have a faster Vulture, which can be really nice in this situation.
Oh yeah, yes. Definitely.
Quick reaction from Moonrai pulling back here, so going to come back to a Sim City. Decent Sim City, his factory is going to be pretty well protected with his Varix in rally here, so... Third Marine going to come out. SCV unfortunately coming to the far side.
Nice, very important. Factory just finishes in
Wow,
time.
that's actually insane.
Yeah.
Did I miss something? Did the Zealot have to... Okay, we're making a mistake here with the Marines. We definitely walked way too far forward. First Marine going to go down. Second Marine taking a lot of damage. 2 Marines actually
I think
went
we
away.
just ran until the vulture. Wow, saving the SCV. This actually is not.
That's okay. Overall, it's okay.
I think Dragon is happy too because he killed 2 SCVs, not just Marines.
Yeah, it does mean that he's not in danger of a push or anything, but Moonrai going to be able to start his Nexus, or a CC, before the Nexus. Just a few seconds, not the biggest deal, but it does mean he's not in terrible position. It's making me a little bit nervous that we did not start this bunker, but I guess Dragon doesn't want to come out because he knows there is a Vulture out on the map. So maybe a good call from Moonrai actually properly greeting the bunker there. Vulture actually almost stood behind this goon, and Dragon...
Oh my god,
no
oh my
reaction.
god. The game is about to end here now. Dragon just pops out of the gateway. We're going for the gas workers. Killing 1 so far. 2. Let's slide behind the minerals. No, the
Probe actually
were
gets
there.
the kill, yeah. So only 2 workers going down. It felt like it could have been a lot worse for Dragon.
Yeah.
Robo now on the way for Dragon. Going straight for the second factory. No armor eBay. Don't really need the eBay though. We did get the full scout, so
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, good
Correct.
to skip eBay there.
Like you could even just go for, I don't know, maybe 3-fac skip eBay completely and just go.
Yeah, I saw Artosis do something that I hadn't seen before that I really liked, which was when he saw like a kind of a later Robo when he was playing against Jaegun, he went for a really fast 3-fac push. I hadn't seen that before, but yeah, I actually really liked it. 3 goons here going to be chipping away at the front. A little bit of micro. You see this dance quite often with the tank and the bunker here. Gonna try and jump forward, but nice pullback from Moonrise. Not gonna take any shots hardly on this tank. Gonna start repairing it.
Oh, is the bunker being repaired? Is the bunker? Just by one SCV.
Yeah.
Okay, now three stars.
Luckily, one of the goons was shooting the barracks. I think that bunker actually could have gone down. Definitely a scary moment there. But 2 tanks out now. These goons getting pretty low, getting in danger of dying to these 2 tanks.
You can see that Dragon is feeling really comfortable against Moonray. Usually you'd see 3 gateways from Dragon. He's also very aggressive with his aggression. Usually such confidence comes with that thing that you're higher MMR than your opponent.
Yeah, we are going for this 3 tank push now. It is only going to be with 3 Marines, and no SCVs coming with it either. 2 of these goons are very low, but...
Yeah. With these 2 wounded goons, who knows how this turns out. Too bad that for the Tenor player that he didn't build Marines to support this. Because like 3 tanks, like tanks alone, are not that great. They need some meat in front of them.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
let's see how fast is Dragon gonna react. Not too fast. Jumps on top of 1 tank, snipes 1.
Yeah,
Goes
straight for
further where the
tanks.
mines. There are no mines. We're going for the probes.
Vultures abandon the tanks. Yeah, I thought we were going to see mines light on top of the guns or between the tanks, but yeah, just going straight for the probes. Gonna trade off those tanks for only a few probes so far.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, not great from Moonrise. I would have really liked to have seen those mines go down on top of the guns to try to protect his tanks. But yeah, with that trade there, I mean, 3 tanks going down, we just have a couple vultures now out on the field. Dragon, very, very happy now. 3rd Nexus getting to go down. Was it like 615, something like that off of 2 gate. Yeah, it's going to be very comfortable. Another vulture going down, even I don't think we fixed our rally. And now we're a little bit scared because we have 1 tank, siege mode not finished yet, and a lot of goons pushing forward with this observer.
And not that many Marines in the bunker. If any.
At least catch a few probes here, which is nice.
Yeah.
Kills 4, but yeah, siege mode's still not done. Actually, nothing in the bunker yet, and this actually just might end right here, right now.
Wall fix. You tried so hard.
Guys, it's looking like another... Oh my god, that mine hit
Wow.
though.
Look at these tanks shoot.
You know what? It's playable. We were about to,
When you said that you can enjoy Terran, playing Terran, I think these are the moments.
we were about to roll credits.
Oh, BM. Do we disqualify him for saying that?
You can't speak in the KCM. I forgot to tell Dragon. He is disqualified. Moonrai wins the tournament. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I guess the game will continue. I mean, Moonrai is still in like a terrible position, don't get me wrong, but I thought the game was just going to end. We're even attacking with 3 observers in the same spot right now.
An armada of observers.
Having to rebuild our barracks now because we didn't even get our 5th factory done in time. So it's definitely a very painful situation for Moonrai. We got the Citadel Forge on the way. Gonna push forward, gonna pick off this tank, go for the 2nd tank as well. Gonna trigger this mine. Good reaction from Dragon, kind of moving up with that. But
Reaper!
Targeting an SCV, I think, don't know if that was intentional or not, but we killed 1 SCV for 2 more games. I mean, Dragon being oddly desperate to finish this game, letting his mechanics slip a little bit.
I think he just feels that confident, as I said.
Disrespecting Moonrai. That's what it is.
No.
No, I know. Let's see, we got Armory going +1, Starport. Building
2 starport.
Oh, 2 Starport. This is a mistake, right? But we're lifting this one, so...
I would say it is a mistake, but this is Moonlight, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it. You don't actually know. I have seen Moonrai get killed by Sterling going multiple dropships before. Maybe he's thinking he's going to go for some of this cheeky play. Maybe go for some sort of like drop play on the high ground or something interesting. Yeah, we'll see what he wants to go for. I mean, we got the add-on on the way. Didn't cancel the second starport, so it might actually be multiple dropship production.
Observer, about to see.
Uh,
Oh my god, it was a mistake.
I think it was an
He
accident.
lifted
yeah.
it.
Well, a little less exciting. It was, in fact, a mistake. Moonrai may be a little bit nervous. He was hoping that the other turns would win for him before he gets to play.
At least make that second control tower and make it seem like you wanted to play it this way.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you gotta pretend. That being said, supply is not, like, terrible looking for Moonrai.
Well, it's not great either.
Yeah. Not great, not the worst. We're gonna kill this observer.
What if he uses all these buildings to buffer damage from goons?
It would be incredibly powerful.
Floating barracks, floating eBay, floating starport, everything's floating.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of turns do underestimate the power of buildings floating in front of their army.
Oh yeah.
It can absolutely be a game changer. Alright, well. Second
Do
army
you
on
think
the way.
we're gonna ever see a meta where a Terran player just maxes out and because he cannot make any more units, he's gonna start mass producing eBays and float them? Then eBay's floating.
I mean, if
Deal
you're
with
asking
that,
me,
brother.
in theory, this sounds like an amazing play to me.
Yeah, right? There is some potential in it.
If Protoss gets mass hallucination, we just make a bunch of eBays instead, right? I think there's some logic there.
StarCraft in 2030.
Alright, we're gonna move out now with this army to try and secure this open space. We're gonna take a third base, working on our 2-1 relatively soon. Scan's gonna go down and spot, the gateways, the tech. There's not really a whole lot of tech. We just have the archives right now, and no stargates or anything on the way.
There is no really a way for us to push into Protoss anymore. Protoss economy is just too strong at this point, so we're gonna take it into late game with upgrades, with maxed out army.
Yep.
And while we do so, it would be good if we used our vultures for harassment purposes.
Yeah, at least getting out of the map and getting a lot of vision and just giving Protoss something to think about in the meantime.
Yeah, just planting mines everywhere. Make Protoss spend some extra actions instead of whoa, vulture, where are you going?
Yeah, and this opportunity to slow down the growth of Dragon there a little bit.
I'm just a driver.
And we got a shuttle flying into the main here with shuttle speed. Gonna drop a Reaver. The first
Whoa. This supply depot works actually against Terran. I did yeah, this one. When SCVs try to break out this zigzag.
Yeah, and he's gonna start targeting this
Oh my god, not the
chunk
armory.
right here. Yeah, armory and depots under fire.
Dragon, have mercy.
Moonrise response is just to attack instead of defending himself from this one Reaver.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with this game.
This is what I was mentioning before. A lot of Terrans, you get into the situation where it's like, all right, the early game went poorly. I won out. I'm just gonna attack and then I'm gonna leave the game.
Puk Protoss.
There are a lot of zealots down here. That being said, there's not very many dragoons, so we had set up a nice minefield. There maybe was.
Yeah. This is nice positioning. That being said, storms are there.
Yeah, big storms on the tanks there. Gonna try and back up now. Reaver still up here. Just gonna AFK at the moment. We are focusing on the fight here, so we weren't rebuilding Scarabs. But yeah, this army gets crushed. Dragon almost doubling the supply now. I mean, we're up 75 supply over.
Let's see if this Dragon's gonna. Oh, did the upgrade finish? I think the upgrade finished.
No, it didn't.
No, he cancelled. It stopped. It stopped blinking. So.
I mean, maybe we can call it a win for Moonrai getting the Reaver, but not really.
Small victories.
Yeah, small victories.
Funnily enough, Dragon killed these buildings, so Moonrai has no access to them anymore, to that corner to rebuild these supply depots at the same time place.
Oh yeah, this is all blocked off. Yeah, we need to make that dropship to get an SCV in there to start building depots again.
Yeah, fortunately we have 2 starports, so we can easily make dropships.
Where did our other one? We're using it for spotting out down here at the south.
Spotting for a shuttle. He didn't repair it fully.
Yeah,
The academy.
mhm.
I saw him repairing it, but he stopped.
So
You know what may have happened? He right-click into academy and with shift to refinery, but at some point maybe he had 0 minerals, so SCV couldn't
yeah.
fix it anymore.
Yeah, guys, this is looking pretty doomed for Moonrai. I mean, we're on 3 base. We're barely mining on our main. Got 140 supply to the 200 and bank of Dragon, who's now going up to, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bases to the 3 base Terran.
All right. Will you pull the trigger, Dragon, or not? Like this feels really.
Well, actually, now that the
Scary.
academy burned down, we can build our depots up here again.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was all made on purpose, I suppose.
I mean, Moonrai does have a supply that's high enough to defend, at least.
Yeah. If the Dragon makes a blunder, a big blunder.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing for Moonrise was the +2 attack that got killed, and we never did restart it either, so we're just sitting on the 1-1 at the moment. There's always a chance.
Do we have an arbiter somewhere? Because we sit like we're setting ourselves for a recall. No? No.
There we go.
Just 65 energy so far.
Yeah, sometimes you'll see Terran in these situations, they'll get to that max supply, like 2-1 army, and they still have something of a chance because their army is just really powerful if you can push really well, but yeah, like I said, the upgrades missing from Moonride makes it a lot more difficult. Looks like we finally started our +2, even starting EMP and vessels now.
Yeah, Dragon just expanding everywhere on the entire map. What? How many bases is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many?
I think it's 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 here.
At
Oh,
least
9.
with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
top
9,
right.
9, yeah.
Well,
Harley
online
army
is
bonus
back.
is size. Yeah, I mean he's got the army supply. Good
he's
reaction here.
Uh-huh.
Somehow those SCVs weak enough to actually die to that first storm, just kind of tipping a couple of them. But 4 SCVs go down. I think this is super dangerous. You don't know if you get energy upgrade or
kids
not.
don't do that at home.
Yeah, be careful about setting your SCVs back too early before the Templar is dead, because quite often they won't use all their storms when you evacuate, and then you come back and they're like, oh, okay.
Protosses may be apes, but they're tricky apes.
Alright, well, we're going to get that max supply push from Moonrai. We have EMP, which does catch the Arbiter right away, so there's not going to be any stasis.
The Storm, great Storm, killing so many vultures. That's big value.
Another thing that Protoss players sometimes overlook is the value of storming the Vulture clumps. Is actually sometimes more important than going for those tanks. Alright, well, +2 on the way, right? We're maxed. We're slow pushing. We're filling the map with mines, which I really like. We're taking 12 o'clock while we're doing this push. I mean, there is a little bit of potential here. I don't want to like overhype it, but max supplied Terran armies can work magic sometimes.
Yeah. I'm really surprised that the Dragon decided to play this kind of game. I mean, right now it's kind of scary. I'm afraid of 200 Terran.
It is terrifying. Gonna shark around with his army kind of like he did against Tucson here. But decent minefield on the backside here to kind of spot the army movement. And Moonride taking his time pushing, making sure not to get caught unsieged. And, you know, he can take his time because we're still waiting for those upgrades, so we don't want to over push. We don't want to get too crazy with it. Dragon does have a pretty big bank, so he might just go for this counter and try to kill some economy. But
yeah, sure. You're guaranteed better trades if you just counter.
Exactly, yeah. Protoss does a lot better in these moments versus in these kind of smaller skirmishes. They don't want to fight the huge army head-on necessarily.
I like the direction where Terran's pushing.
I do too.
Towards.
Yeah, if we secure this quadrant, I mean, we can kill, 4 bases that are still mining right now. And yeah, even gonna split off tanks. There are a lot of cannons up here, though, which is kind of annoying to deal with. The CC is gonna get jumped on and killed by Dragon.
Okay, so now it comes down to this moment. Can Moonray hold the whole Protoss army with just these reinforcing units? Feels like there's too much Protoss.
Yeah, not a whole lot of Terran up here to defend, so we're gonna lose kind of our last mining base. Almost mined out on our natural here. And yeah, this is the chaos that Protoss wants to create. A really nice mine hit, though. But yeah, Protoss wants to create these kind of like chaotic situations because, like I was mentioning, the max supply Terran army, it's so hard for Protoss to engage into, so you kind of run around, you create these skirmishes, you split their army up, and you fight them kind of piecemeal like that and use your economy to slowly whittle them down. And yeah, even though Dragon's gonna lose, 3 bases, maybe even a 4th base here, and he's up, 70 supply right now. Pushing into the main could be kind of dangerous if he overcommits there and could lose all of this army.
Yeah, it's hard to play without income though, so. Good attempts here. Good. What? Soul strength. Do not give up.
Yeah, typical Terran player doesn't want to give up when the game's over. But I mean, he did pretty much what he needed to do to try and get back into it from, I mean, one of the worst game states you could be in almost. Going for that max supply 2-1 push is a good attempt.
From failed push to harassment to another failed push to this 200 attempt.
Yeah. Another really annoying thing for Terran to deal with that Dragon did, making DTs at these corner bases while they're trying to push in, 5-6 different spots and you're attacking. It's so hard for Terran to keep up with their scans.
Yeah, especially if you have only 2 bases. And as such, 2 comsats.
We were working towards carriers was Dragon. Yeah, we took down 4 bases, but Dragon's still maxed to the bank. The final push from Moonrai gonna get shut down here at their front, and GG is called. And once again, we have Protoss champions here at the KCM Dragon, completing the all-kill on the Terran players.
Congratulations to Protoss team. Even though it was 4 kill for Terran, 4 kill for Protoss.
Yeah, Terran still played really well, and like, to me, MVP, even though he didn't win a game, was Tucson. I just want to kind of go back to this again. I was really, really impressed with Tucson's play. He showed me a lot of things that I kind of hadn't seen before that I think was really strong, really interesting. And I think he gave Dragon the best fight. So, GG's. That's going to do it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this KCM. I have another event planned. I will discuss that in a couple days with you guys once I get it sorted out. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
See ya.